Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I drop it, connected to block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry True Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Yes, sir. What's good, y'all? Appreciate everybody coming into the chat. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? It's your boy ARP, and we back here with the Sorry True Podcast. We rolling. We staying on track. I don't think I had a chance to go live this past weekend, right? There was a bunch of stuff that went down, a bunch of things that popped into the news that we didn't get a chance to, convene here on the channel for just yet. There's a bunch of battle rap that went down. The Trenches event, Easy versus Ill Will, Hollow the Don versus Av, and what else was big on there? The Serious Jones versus the John. Yo, let me say something real quick for my battle rap heads on there. All right, I agree. It's not fair. I seen John post this. It's not fair for y'all to be going back and forth on them talking about like, yo, do you really feel like they had material already? Or they said it was 3 days prep, but did they have any bars in the tuck? It's not fair to do that to them. Get them boys they fucking credit, man. It is what it is. They had 3-day prep, man. I don't care if I was already writing about something or not. If I had a brand new opponent or a new assignment and it was 3 days ahead of me, your words get scrambled, your lines. All it takes is for somebody to stumble on the wrong sentence and they're going to be choking. They flip a bar, they misplace which round, how a round starts, how a round ends. You see battle rappers do it all the time. So I don't think it's fair to do that to them, man. And once again, I said this last week. I said there's battle rappers that can do this, that can do that. We just don't know. And it definitely ain't in their best interest for the league owners to know because they be trying to charge us for their time. And I'm like, oh, all right. So you be prepping in 3 days, huh? I said that last week, right? But we've seen it a bunch of times. Like it's happened on RBE platform a bunch of times. You've seen we had a Serious Jones versus Big K that turned into Big K versus Clone, 4 days prep, right? Clone brand new. Big K had to put something together for Clone. He had that big haymaker. This was like, that was Max Out 1. Big haymaker on the stage. My other op can't travel. Wait, what did he say? He got to see 3 POs. Now it's the Attack of the Clones, like that big ass haymaker in that big room that went crazy. That's all 4 days prep. You know what I'm saying? Clone, once again, he had a crazy performance, 4 days prep. There's another one I forgot to say last week, too. I was at a Bags and Bodies event, and shout out to Bags and Bodies and Holla, because Bags and Bodies, when they was in the fucking mansion, that's all that they was doing. All them little tournaments and little competitions that was coming up. All right, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what we about to do. Everybody gather around. We're gonna take this 2 people and these 2 people and those 2 people. Y'all gonna make teams. Y'all gotta come up with a 1-rounder, and you gotta the best, 1 round that jumps on the spot right now is gonna win $1,000. They was doing it like this. You know what I'm saying? So I was at a Bags and Bodies shoot, and KD and Bad News, right? They was just talking trash back and forth, and I was right there, and I was just like, yo, I got a stack for both y'all. Y'all can't jump on tomorrow's joint. They had less than 24 hours. Go watch KD versus Bad News. That's 20. Matter of fact, not even 24. I was at the Bags and Bodies event after our face-offs, which is at night. I probably got to the Bags and Bodies joint at like 8, 9 o'clock, and then our event started, and it was early in the event, like two in the afternoon or something like that. They had less than 24 hours, and they put on. So nah, man, like stop. Don't do that to John and Serious, man. Listen, even if they had material and they had to shuffle, once you get up there in front of a live crowd and you have to perform, everything must go off without a hitch. Get them boys their credit, man. Get them boys their credit. What else is going on? What else is going on before I jump into the topics? Massacres is looking real stupid, man. They got like 20 announcements out right now. They got it's got something for everybody out. They already had my money from the Big K and the Tay Rock announcement, but they're going crazy with their announcement. Shout out to what is it, TOS League, Battle League, as well as Kicking the Dot for putting that together. Man, it's a lot of work. I know we just seen all these flyers drop. I could only imagine the tornado behind the scenes. Even the week of, a couple days before, getting 40 battlers into town and all this. It's a lot of work, man. Good luck good luck. You know what I'm saying? I'm tuned in as a fan. Send me your battlers, man. Bring them up here, man. Let's do interviews. Send me your battlers. I could reach out to them too. As well. I'll probably do some of that maybe. What else? What else? What else? What else? Shout out to Rap Redix. I seen they dropped a documentary on Big K. The Dog Strikes Again. They have some amazing content. The one they did on RBE shocked the hell out of me because they didn't speak to anybody from RBE. And when I clicked play, it felt like they sat in a room with somebody from RBE and was given all the information to put in their video. Nah, these are real fans. They're doing great work. They got one on I seen one on Hitman. They got one on Big K now. I think I see they got one on New Jersey Twerk. So that channel is putting in work. Their documentaries deserve a click from all of us, man, because they really are doing in-depth content, and they're talking about and they're showing things that the average fan does not know. Like when I saw the RBE one and they was talking about like some of the origins of RBE and they mentioned people like Swave and Math, I was like, oh shit, y'all know that? Y'all know that? It did the same thing with Big K. They got footage in the Big K documentary I never seen before. Like some of his early interviews and some of his early footage before, battles of him I've never seen before. Right. And I was watching it, man. It had like a little nostalgic vibe for me too, because it was talking about he had 2 battles on URL. Um, he didn't get paid for them. He wanted to get paid, and he also didn't want to do the exclusive contract. So then he went his own route and started doing his own thing. Did the Vlad card, and he went independent, doing his own thing. He ended up with King of the Dot versus Ilmac, and that was like a crossroads for him. You know, the documentary kind of explains like this was like a do or die moment. And if you look in the background on that stage when Big K battles Ilmac, who do you see? Yeah. You see me standing right there. I got a gray sports jacket on, some fatigue pants, a black t-shirt underneath. Every once in a while, you see me on my cell phone. I told the story a million times. I'm watching that classic battle, and at times I'm texting shot there on my phone like, there's this guy named Big K. At that point, I don't think I saw Big K versus like any of his earlier battles. When I'm sitting there watching him live versus Ilmac, I'm texting shot to like, yo, Big K. All right. We gotta see what's up with this guy. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know. And then fast forward, it's like a brother of mine. You know what I'm saying? And even Big K, he could look in that footage of him and Ilmac and be like, yo, that's one of my future close peoples standing in the background. We didn't know each other then. You just never know who's watching. You never know how roads is gonna cross paths. You just never know. And that's the thing about networking. That's the thing about always putting on. Every time you touch the stage, you just never know. You know how much money Big K has made with me ever since the Ilmac battle? Like that was the moment that convinced me, like, oh, I like this guy. I want to work with him. That's just that simple. And in 10 years of us working together, 10 years plus. Yeah, he just came off a full circle. 10 years plus. So shout out to Rap Redux. Y'all go check out that documentary. Shout out to Big K. Shout out to all the battle rap that's going down on the scene. I did see some tweets, people saying they'd like me to speak a little bit more in depth about that documentary. If y'all give me questions on it, I'll get into some of that stuff. Y'all let me know. What else? Anything else that I want to talk about? Y'all don't want to hear about my weekend. I had a real good weekend. I was running around, running crazy errands. I got some shopping in. Quick plug, fuck it. I stopped at Best Buy real quick. I had Googled like a month ago the best mesh Wi-Fi network, and Orbi, ORBI came up, and I screenshot it and I kept it in my phone ever since. And for like the last couple months, whatever, I'll be on the phone and people complain to me all the time. Yo, your phone is dropping. You're going in and out. Everybody that I be on the phone with and shit, I'm not playing no funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows. They really be knowing how often they talk to me and my phone calls be going in and out and all that. But it's a big house, man. All right. I'm just joking, sort of. But I had to go get I had to upgrade. And the Orbi Wi-Fi mesh network, it comes with a router and then 2 pods. Yo, this shit after taxes came to $2,400. And I looked at a review and it says the most expensive mesh Wi-Fi network on the market. And I was waiting to come on camera and either give them their props or trash them. And now I got a 14-day return at Best Buy. Would have took that shit right back and say, put that right back on my fucking credit card. That's too much money for this shit not to be. So far, so good. Everything is beautiful. It covers 10,000 square feet. All right. So if you got one of those type of setups or square footage in your crib that really, really you feel like you're getting drops or whatever, I'm telling you, all the devices in my crib, from the laptops to the phones to the TVs to the game, everything has been beautiful so far. Everything has been beautiful so far. So right now I'm gonna say worth the money. All right. I'm gonna say worth the money. Uh what else did I do? Oh, I had some fun. I went into the stash. I got the older version, the one that came out like 2 years ago or whatever, the Oculus. I did something for the first time I never did before. So if you got an Oculus, and for those that don't know what the hell I'm talking about the virtual reality headset, and then got the controllers and all that. If you know the Oculus and you know the virtual games, you draw on the floor the perimeter that you're gonna play in. So if like you do it in, like, let's say your living room and shit, like you draw the perimeter that you stand within, so you're not bumping into the walls and running over furniture and all that type of shit. But I just had a random idea of taking that shit out into the backyard, and I drew this huge ass perimeter. And when I say we was bugging, what's the main game that we was playing? Is it Super Hot or whatever? The gun, the red guys that's coming at you, but it's like Matrix slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Like the moment you reach and you pick up the gun, they move faster and all that. And if you move slow, you could just watch the bullets go past you and shit. Yeah, we was tripping. And I also put on that plank joint where you hit the different buttons on the elevator, and it'll go up into the elevator, whatever, and then the door opens up and it's the plank over the city. And I was just like, I could barely walk on this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I ain't stepping on that shit. like, like the blackness of me took over. Like, you know how we don't really be playing with shit. Like, I ain't testing that shit. I ain't petting that animal. Like, I know it's a virtual game, but the shit has you so immersed. I was just like, I ain't fucking with that shit. I got footage in my phone of people that was playing this shit. They was falling and shit. It fucks your equilibrium up, because it really, really is. It really have you feeling like you in some other shit. I ain't gonna lie. So that was my weekend. Those some updates. Those are some I guess give you some ratings on some shit I had to pick up, so that if y'all are in the market for Wi-Fi or whatnot, go do that. All right. Flow easy. I'm not putting your comment up here, man. I ain't fucking with y'all. Let me stream up real quick. What's wrong with y'all in the chat, huh? You see what happens when I try to come on camera and come on live and I don't get straight to a topic, and I don't just, because I can get up here and do a 10, 15-minute video, just topic, and I'm out. And when I rock out, y'all troll me. I didn't call anybody poor. All right. I'm not bringing none of them comments up here. Flow easy. And shout out to all the mods and the members in the building. It's fun, especially in the group. I'm telling you, yo, break that Oculus out. Break that Oculus out, y'all. Real talk. That Oculus is no joke. All right, shout out to the members in the building. Yeah, that's it. Super hot. Or did I get it wrong? Did I say it wrong? I don't know. Y'all help me out, man. I'm old. My memory is in and out, okay? I only got the memory of an elephant when it comes to battle rap. Everything else be all over the fucking place. Mike Masters Alliance was good. Was good. I was. And then the corny Olympic. I started out talking about King of the Dots announcement so far, and then I went into Big K in the first like 5 or 6 minutes of the stream. But yeah, King of the Dot, they on some shit. But they're like king of, no, not like king. They are king of 2-day events, from massacres and world doms and blackouts. And those are they be doing some of their big cards and their big series in 2-day events. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see an anniversary card, or you'll see a max out, or you'll see a gnome or summer madness. Those are, we in there Saturday and then we done. You know what I'm saying? Kick it a dot. They'll take their big cards and they'll 2-day event them shits. They tripping. But nah, they doing their thing, man, and I really am in tune with what they got going on. I'm a fan. I will always be a fan. Salute, Jim. Appreciate you, G. What's up, members? Salute, brother. The culture will always appreciate your commitment. Thank you for that, Mr. Whitlow Jr. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. So I want y'all to do me a favor, and I'm gonna jump into the topic in 20 seconds, or the 3 topics in 20 seconds. I want y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to drop a comment below. Let me know, in order, your favorite type of streams from me. Is it one, direct to a topic, knock the topic out, and get the fuck out of here? 10, 15 minutes tops, right? Is it two, when I come on and we rock out and I'm interactive, where y'all are coming up and I'm answering questions, and I'm giving y'all updates. Yo, I just seen Aliens. I'm going to see that Friday, by the way. I just saw Aliens. It was trash. I just saw Wolverine versus Deadpool. It's worth your money. And then we get into topics or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or do you want me to be go back to edited blogs? Do you want more members content? Do you like when the members only content is battle rap related or controversial stuff? I want y'all take 3 modes and put your comment below of what you would like to see from me up here as the host. And I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? And let me know if you even want lives where it's just like all rocking with the members and rocking with the chat, where we just sit here and just talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could find time to mix those in if that's what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? So I got y'all. All right, let's get to these topics. Math Hoffa, sneaky. I should have put is sneaky. Big U exposed. For that, I'm going to pull a video up and we're going to do a reaction. And I may have been wrong. There's something that I said recently on camera, and I may have been wrong. And I'm going to live up to that for a second, because I want to be very, very careful with that. And I got some little subtopics hidden in that one as well. Math Hoffa sneaky. This might be the shortest topic. And there's really subtopics that were more important to me within this. Math Hoffa. Y'all know him, right? The big, bad Brooklyn bully. The legendary battle rapper, the owner and the primary host of Expert Opinion. He's actor. I'm trying to go down his resume here. Actor, father, friend. He's all these things, right? Regardless of what your perception of Math Hoffa is, the man has done a lot in his time in front of the camera. For one reason or another, right? Whether he was battle rapping, whether he was acting, whether he was podcasting, the man has done a lot. Math Hoffa is a celebrity. C class, B class, A class, whatever. Who cares? He's very, very well known. His podcast, The My Expert Opinion, is about to cross 1 million subscribers, I believe. Shout out to that. That's beautiful. I hope that he does something special. Math, I hope you got something special planned for all the viewers when you cross 1 million. Like, whatever guest you got lined up that cost you like $15,000-$20,000 to bring in, that's the one you drop. When you cross 1 million subscribers, you give us something crazy. Like, you give us you and Charleston White sitting down across from each other, hashing out your beef or something for your 1 million subscriber video drop. You know what I'm saying? So if you just drop some random shit, or if you go live on your fucking patio, you know what I'm saying, when you cross 1 million subscribers playing your music songs, I'm going to go, boo, like, you whack. Like, when I cross 500, that's our next mark over here. 500,000, 500. When we cross 500, I'm going to have something special for y'all. I don't care if it costs me a lot of money. I don't care if it's a fucking full circle drop. It's going to be something nice for my 500,000 or 500,000 subscriber. I'm going to have something nice for y'all, okay? But Math, very accomplished, man. Done a lot. And Math, of course, has had his share of controversy. Sometimes Math has stood on the side of right. Sometimes he stood on the side of wrong. Sometimes it could have been preference based on how you view the situation at hand. And let me start by this. This is a subtopic that I want to get off. I'm stealing this from Vlad TV. Okay. I watched some Vlad TV interviews, and one thing that he said about being in the spotlight and then when it's your turn to have controversy, he said, you don't really you can't expect even your friends that's also in the spotlight and also in the industry to jump out and stand up for you. For example, Diddy. Diddy still has friends. Let's assume that Diddy and Jay-Z are still friends, right? You think Jay-Z right now could jump out and on camera and be like, yo, trust me out. Diddy is innocent. No, he can't. He can't. His hands is tied. All the Diddy's true friends, hands are tied right now. That's why King Los looks so weird in that video that came out. And shout out to my nigga Los, you know what I'm saying? Because he's obviously still cool with Diddy. You know what I mean? But, it's not easy to publicly take a stance, in front of your fan base if you're a celebrity, based on very, very controversial moments. And if you do, you better be right. You know what I'm saying? One way, you better be right. And what Vlad said, he said, I don't expect my friends in the industry to take up for me when my name is in controversy. The most I could ask is for them not to dogpile on. I love that. I really, really love that. Like, I would have similar expectations for people in the battle rap space that claim that they respect me or they fuck with me. Like, when I watch media or bloggers run with my name in controversy for their own clicks or whatever. Now I understand like little small BS controversy or whatever, but if it's something that could hurt me, you know what I'm saying, or hurt my platform, hurt my brand, and I just see you running with it, then you draw the line. You show me who you are, and I'm gonna move accordingly, and we're gonna smile each other's face or whatever, and it's all good. Like, some people will self-profess to that, like, I ain't here for none of y'all. I don't fuck, and I profess that with a lot of people too. There's a lot of people I don't fuck with, just battle rap or just business. You know what I'm saying? But if we really claim to fuck with each other, and if I knew that I wouldn't do that to you, I would have a similar expectation. But if you are in the public eye, it might not be easy for you to stand up and take my side. So the most I could ask for is don't dogpile on. Just shut the fuck up. Pull Jay-Z for Diddy and get the fuck on. Don't say nothing. Don't add on to it. Camera gets put on your face, and so, by the way, hot topic, ARP, and just be like, I don't know nothing about that. I gotta catch up. Curve it. Just, that's another thing I hate when people do. It's fake. People will act like, oh, I already said it because the camera's on. As if you motherfuckers don't know how to not answer a question. If you're gonna tell me that you don't know how to not answer a question, what's gonna happen if your ass ever gets arrested and you in that detective box? Detective asks you a question and you're going to answer it and you're going to be like, oh, damn, I had to because it was asked. No, I hope that's not the case. Snitch, right? The same way when you're in front of a detective, it should be the same way when you're sitting there, you know what I'm saying, on camera. You should be able to say, I don't know. Or, yo, I'm not into that. I ain't getting into that. You think I didn't see all the shit going on back and forth with some math and all that type of shit? But that principle right there is what I applied. I said, no, let me stay out of it. And I still don't got no words for none of it right now. I don't. None of it. But the reason why I put Math Hoffa is sneaky here, and that topic right there is really one of the ones I really want to focus on the most. The second one is on the way within this math shit. But that shit right there is why I say also I think Math is sneaky. Okay. And Math has a tendency to do this if you watch his pattern. He takes controversy and he'll capitalize on it. People will be waiting to hear from him, and he'll cut on his camera, and the first thing you'll hear is him playing his music for a fucking hour. And while everybody just sits there with their popcorn waiting for him to address the topic at hand. So to a degree, it's annoying, and in another respect, it's smart. Right? But the reason why I say Math Hoffa is sneaky, because he just did it again. I look up, I see my notifications, and there goes a fucking new math drop on My Expert Opinion. And who's in it? Right? You got Tiger, you got Misfit, and you got Knowledge. The first, as I remember, first co-host of his channel. People talking about, I did this, I did that, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not fair, blah, 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 over money, boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let me get the people that I started this shit with before I even started expanding into celebrities, when I was just still talking about battle rap. Right? Misfit and Knowledge. And we're going to sit here and we're going to have a show and we're going to have a good time. We're going to yuck it up. We're going to show the world that we're cool. And that's just like it's a very simplistic tactic, but it's also very powerful because it kind of reverses the role to show maybe it's you. Because don't get it twisted. Where there's smoke, there's fire. If it's like all these co-hosts, all these people, all these battle rappers, all these league owners, they have the same problem with the same person, maybe it's you, right? But when you take a move like this, it says, wait. Maybe we have to look at the other hosts a little bit more. Maybe we have to pay attention to what this person's saying and analyze it with a fine tooth comb a little bit more. Because these guys were there even before me. And there they go right there with Mav drinking and yucking it up and having a good time. So that's sneaky, that's powerful, and that's very, very smart for Mav to do. And me seeing all the stuff around his name and all that, I don't like to see anybody that I fuck with going in and out of shit. And then when I seen this one right here, this gave me my moment to say something, right? Because it's a positive move for Mav. You know what I'm saying? It's my first chance that I'm taking to say something because I don't just jump on people that I fuck with for content, right? Could have been up here speaking about that shit every step of the way. Click, click, click. Oh, by the way, this is what I know about. Fuck no. There's no honor in that. There's no honor in that. You know what I'm saying? So I like what Mav just did. And here's the second topic that I really, really cared about. The first one being the Vlad philosophy of expectations with celebrity friends or people that have notoriety. Here's the second one that I really, really am using the Mav topic to get off. People. This goes for me. This goes for Mav. This goes for every podcast. This goes for every business venture. We must do better with putting in place contracts. There's so much homie business that happens in the industry at a small scale or at a big scale, and it fucks us every time. Too much homie business. This is my cousin. This is my friend. This is my nephew. This is my aunt. I don't care. Just put it down on paper. I made a statement on Twitter a couple weeks ago about some of the changes that was happening behind the scenes. And one thing I want to say publicly about it that I tweeted is like, any of these flyers with RBE's logo going around and promotions or battles or whatever, they ain't valid. And none of them are valid unless I have a contract on it. If there's no contract in my hands about it, it's not valid. It's not valid. Somebody could easily put themselves on a flyer, put the RBE logo on and say, yo, I'm battling in Miami, or I got this coming up or whatever. No, you don't. It ain't backed by RBE. It ain't sanctioned by RBE. Something happens. I'm saying publicly, that doesn't belong to Rare Breed Entertainment. If a contract does not come past my table, it does not belong to Rare Breed Entertainment. I got asked yesterday to upload a battle that we didn't shoot. I declined. If we don't have a contract on it, I don't want nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with my brand, me. No, I have no liability to it. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I have some business that's in the works right now. I won't say his name because things are still kind of rounding out second base. You know what I mean? But it's just somebody that I have a lot of trust for, somebody that I fuck with, somebody I'm really cool with, somebody I made a lot of money with already in the past. And we were talking about doing something together, busting a move. So I spent the time to put together a formal contract for us, and I sent it to him for him to review. Like real shit. Like that's what we need to do better. We need to stop doing the homie business. At the moment you sit down in that barber shop and you claim to be a co-host or you claim to be a part of the show, contract. I'm talking to you, sir. I got you on the screen. I'm talking to you. Nobody else takes that chair without a contract. And I'm going to practice every fucking bit that I preach. Contract. Shit. You might be at a point now, Mr. Million subscribers. You might be at a point now where just sitting in that chair for an interview requires a fucking contract. All types of liability sign off that indemnifies you from any type of trouble that could come from it. You don't want to get no Tasha K shit happening to you. You see what I'm saying? So them two topics is really the top two shits that I'm pulling on for this shit. Thank you, Mav. Because it's important for us as a people. Contracts and moving with honor with people that you claim you know or you fuck with in the industry, whether big or small. Makes sense, chat? Mav, get off my screen. Hope that makes sense. Now, Hoffa is a very, very smart guy, but you always need your reminders in this world, and you never stop learning, right? Math never had 1 million subscribers before. He's never had certain things from an industry standpoint happen. And as his shit continues to move and escalate and grow, you see the problems that you could have. Right. I don't want no even if somebody battles on RBE for free, I want a contract on it. Because the same people that battle for free, and you might think that you don't need a contract because they're battling for free, there's no business involved. That person 6 months from now will do some fucking interview talking about like, oh, I did what I had, blah, 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 and I did it for free and I never complained or whatever. You damn right you didn't. It was a negotiation. The moment there's a contract, that's considered a negotiation, even if you don't go back and forth. Because a contract has to be seen by multiple people, both sides, right? I can't sign it, or that's forgery then. The moment I put it together and I send it to you and somebody else sends it back, both parties have been involved in that contract. Just because you didn't come back and say, I don't want 100, I want 200, doesn't mean that negotiation didn't happen. The moment that you got that contract and then you sent it back to me, that's negotiation. It's just that there was bare minimum negotiation. Oh, we got to stop the homie business, y'all. We got to stop the homie fucking business. All right, let me get into this next joint, y'all. This right here. Let's see how fast I can get through this next one. This was spooky. This was scary. Did y'all see this? Are y'all in tune? Little quick backstory. Black Sam, Nipsey Hussle's brother, did an interview with Big Boy, spoke out. What have we heard about the Nipsey Hussle shooting? I think if you go person to person, for the most part, what you probably believe the most is that, you know, Shitty Cuz, Nipsey Hussle, Cowboy, a couple people was in that parking lot. You know, Shitty Cuz walks up and something is said about, you know, Shitty Cuz's reputation or his name. You know, something about snitching might have came up, whether it came up in an aggressive manner, yo, get the fuck away from me, use a snitch, or in an informational manner. Yeah, I just want to let you know, homie, you know, there's some shit going around there talking about, you know, you might be a snitch, you might want to clear your name, but whatever. But that's what most people believe. That's what most people hear. I think anything outside of that becomes a shock. The Big U conspiracy theory has been happening since day one, right? It's a big affiliation out there. People go straight to assuming extortion elements around Big U. They think that he's one of the boogeymen out there. You know what I'm saying? The same way you go to Houston and you think of Jay Prince, Big U is one of those names out there. His reputation is pretty big, pretty significant. There's been ups and downs that I guess kind of made it into the public with Big U and Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, I think, even got a diss song going at Big U, right? But then on the flip side, to be fair, he's also got a bunch of songs shouting out Big U. You know, calling him Big Drawers and all that. Like, that's one of his nicknames and all that type of shit, right? So the conspiracy theories are going to be conspiracy theories. We lose anybody that we love and we endear, and we don't have what we feel are all the facts, and we don't have the actual audio right there in that conversation, all that type of shit. You know, your loved ones, your fans, your family, everybody, they're going to continue to, you know, come up with these different types of scenarios. But this is Nipsey Hussle's brother. He even talks like him, sounds like him when he talks. And what he's about to say in this video, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets legs and then it just continues to run or jog, because this don't sound too good if you're Big U. I'm gonna be honest.
You keep going.
Is it as random as what the public thought it was? Like Nip seen somebody, Eric, and talked, and
I mean, you know, he already got convicted. So for me,
when he says you already got convicted, he's talking about Shitty Cuz, right? Everybody get on the same page, just making sure.
Without going into too many details.
mm-hmm.
Somebody come to the shop. They know we in the doorway. When Hustle pull up, we in the doorway. You're gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me. You're gonna see one of the team members in the hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hustle pull up. So it's Sunday. It's busy in there. Why the niggas in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it? Maybe they was fucking around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking, trying to, you know, transition into some legitimate just selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway. And from my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot. And had a conversation. Probably seen nobody was in the doorways. Checked Hustle had on shorts. Checked everybody else. Left. They say came back with a red shirt on. Tiptoed through the alley and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when a nigga come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS. That's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately. But he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout. And that's my thoughts on it. You understand? So, and can't nobody tell me nothing about that because it just don't make no sense. It's not random. You know, I know Hustle. You know, ain't nobody gonna say nothing crazy to Hustle because they know what come with it. No matter what age you are, niggas ain't saying nothing crazy to Hustle. Wherever you find him at, but on Crenshaw and Slauson, definitely you're not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come, you're gonna tuck your tail and be humble, and if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hustle done did it a million times. So the fact that he left, tell me everything I need to know. It was no argument, you know. It was no sense of threat, because with that come. Like, hey, be on deck. Yeah, it was none of that. It was just, you know, to me, it was, let me come through, let me see what's going on, and then let me, you know, in this broad daylight, man, and it's, you know, it's a lot of unanswered questions, man.
You don't believe he had any dialogue with Nip that day, or did anybody say he said something?
Yeah, no, they had dialogue, but it was in the mix of him coming up, talking to bro, and, you know, whatever transpired, it wasn't an aggressive dialogue. It was just maybe small talk, and then maybe people saying Nip brought something up to him. Okay, he may have, but it wasn't. To me, that don't. Whatever the dialogue was, that didn't justify, or that didn't turn into that. You know what I'm saying? He came there for a reason, and Mag got the reverses. I mean, he got the, you know, charges reversed because Hustle asked him something about it and humbled him real quick. But I think, you know, it's gonna come to the light.
Did you know Eric Holder before?
Yeah, we probably seen him a couple times when he was younger. You know, he hadn't been in the hood like that. They're saying he had some like a snitch jacket on him, or he couldn't come around. You know, me personally, Hustle, Factz, like we seen a lot of the homies raised because we at that shop 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. You know, before it was the Marathon store, when it was Slauson T, Slauson Ave, we had weed spots all in the hood. So we seen a lot of the young homies raised, from kids to teenagers to adults. We watched them. They know us. So all this other shit niggas is talking.
Now I want to find, so that's all the foundation there of why he already believes that it wasn't just some random type of situation, you know, a passion crime where they had an argument, he goes and gets a gun, and then, you know, he kills Nipsey. So he breaks that down. Now I want to find the part where it's like, damn, I don't want to, I guess conspiracy, or basically where he's in so many words trying to expose Big U, and he never says Big U's name, but everybody knows who he's alluding to.
I don't know. He wasn't good. You know, he wasn't good, and he was not good, and he was not around for a reason.
So right here, he's talking about Big U.
And to that point, we didn't see him.
Hey, Sam, why was it important to you and to the family to make sure that LA had a chance in the world, really? Because I was people flying in from Japan, Germany.
God, because we were just, going through it. Obviously, Staples Center on deck. And I think, LeBron and after weeks and weeks of people came and supported and helped plan it, we gonna drive through all of LA, through everybody hood in LA. We can't do it, just deal with this shit. Like, there's no way to fix this. This is hopelessness.
Let me pause it. And let me get to the point of what I'm really talking about with the Big U part. So what he explains in the same interview is that there was friction that happened like right before. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah, my bad. So he explains that basically bringing DJ Khaled to the hood could have set off this whole chain of events. That he brings DJ Khaled to the hood, and that air quotes Big U was making phone calls like, tell Khaled to tap in with me. And that's where the whole extortion thing starts to come about, right? That's where the energy of that comes about. And you see a lot of people talk about now, but there's no extortion. What we're just trying to do is we're just trying to network and try to, help each other out or whatever. And it seems like a mask at times. And I do believe that there's certain people that's just like, it's not really checking in from that standpoint. It's real. So it is real networking, but you can't tell me that the extortion element ain't there. And I could do a whole nother stream of some of these accusations on Jay Prince and these loaded dice games. And now 2 people being tagged to murders related to that. But anyway, so supposedly what Big Sam or Black Sam is talking about is that, he brings DJ Khaled to the hood for a video. Big U is amongst the people that's saying, tell DJ Khaled to get in touch with me or whatever, almost as if it's like, yo, listen, you got to network with me, or let me find an opportunity to work with you, or let me get on a song, or let me possibly get some, you never know. And supposedly Nipsey, he stops all that. Like, nah, he's with me, so he's good. So if Nipsey stands between Big U trying to get to Khaled, especially if it's tied to bread, that's friction and a half. Hold on one second, Sean. Yeah, my bad. That was an important call that I had to take twice. But so the extortion, angle of it, it's like it's hard not to put on the table. Like I don't want to believe that somebody that is on a whim like that already has all the shit around him can evade that this whole time. And I'm talking about Big U. And I'm not trying to wish no jail or nothing like that. I just feel like when you got that much talk around you, the investigation could be there whether you know it or not. And if he was really, really tied to Nipsey being killed, I feel like sooner or later, with all the internet shit that's going on and the way these detectives be moving, and it ain't easy to get away with shit in today's world, I feel like them people will be knocking on his door sooner or later, right? Hypothetically, right? Hypothetically. But that whole angle of what Black Sam breaks down, saying that, Nipsey was in the middle because he's a strong guy within his own out there of stopping that. Like, nah, Khaled's with me. Ain't nobody getting to him. Ain't nothing gonna happen. If somebody come around here and they trying to get up on or push up on Khaled or trying to extort him or make him do something, whatever, they gotta deal with us. We're gonna crash about that. You know what I'm saying? And Black Sam is explaining that in this interview, and it's just like, that's too big of an angle to ignore. So I'll put the question mark here. Big U's name has grown a lot over the last 4 years from the outside public and from an industry standpoint. He's been out there forever, but I think more and more people have gotten more and more familiar with him through music, through controversy. Whack 100 won't leave him alone. He's dissing him every time, every 5 seconds. And even the shit like that Loose Cannon, said, like, he got a phone call from Big U that Nipsey had been killed. He panicked. He called Nipsey. Nipsey actually answered the phone. But then 30 minutes after that, he was actually killed, right? I don't really just put all those cards on the table for Loose Cannon, because Loose Cannon seems a little bit loose with his words. He doesn't seem like the most credible source in the world, and at times Whack 100 don't seem like the most credible source in the world either. But Black Sam has never given me a reason not to listen to him yet. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. And real quick, y'all, just closing out. I know this last topic up here I may have been wrong. I just want to put something on record for the channel and for my own reputation. I did a recent stream. I hate bullies. And I think the premise of that stream still stays true, no matter what, of who likes bullies. None of us, right? But it was kind of motivated by what happened to Brian Pumper. I got a couple comments about that, got a couple tweets about that. I Googled it myself a couple times. I tried to find the paperwork. I can't find the explicit paperwork of his charges, but I see a lot of people saying that he was actually locked up for rape, identity theft, trafficking, and pimping related charges. Now, I'll say this. Trafficking, I don't know how to take that because the details matter. If you bring a girl from across state lines and she happens to be of a certain whatever, they say trafficking and that word just sounds so huge, but the particulars of it could be some accidental shit. I don't know. So I'm not going to jump out the window when I hear trafficking. I need the details. When I hear pimping, right? That's a topic within itself. We could do a whole stream about pimping, right? But if he's out there running around in Cali with a bunch of girls that's getting it how they live, and they got these type of fucking relationships where they're getting money together, you know what I mean? And then something happens where the cops come and they grab him and they possibly grab the hose too, or whatever. He gets some pimping charges. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what take to give y'all on that right now, right? We hear the R word though. Why did I say R word? We hear rape. Yo, real quick. YouTube, test. Can I say the word rape? YouTube. Can I say pedophile? YouTube. They're words. They're in the dictionary. We got fathers in the chat, right? When you teach your daughters how to avoid being raped, you're not gonna say the art. The more and more we desensitize words, then we make them not as scary. And some of these words need to be scary, right? It's to me, it's like, it's almost like parallel to that skit that Dave Chappelle did. Remember when he said he got called into the HR office because he said the F word, F-A, whatever, and they called him into the office. They're like, yo, you can't say that word. And he was like, all right, cool, I get it. But question, why could I say the word nigger, like ER, with impunity, but I can't say the F word, the F-A word? And then the HR lady says to him, because you're not a homosexual. And he says, yeah, but I'm not a nigga too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like certain words, y'all gonna let me say nigga all day long on YouTube, right? Why can't we say rape? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a strong word that we need to emphasize at times. So back to my title now. It's all relevant. If he was actually convicted of rape, then he actually got off super easy by getting his ass egged. And then I would say, based on what them two guys that ran up on him did with just the eggs and the things that they were saying, they probably didn't know about his charges. Because if anybody would have knew about his charges, that he just come home allegedly, possibly, from what I'm hearing people telling me, a rape, they would have possibly put hands and feet on him. So I want to say I may have been wrong, You know what I'm saying? I still stand on how I feel about bullies. I was very passionate about that. But as it pertains directly to Brian Pumper, ain't nobody sticking up for him if he just got out from an actual rape conviction. Okay? So, fellas and ladies, I want to make that clear. All right. Drop me y'all comments once again about y'all feedback about the stream, stuff y'all want me to talk about. If y'all want me to hang out with y'all, if y'all want me to do 10, 15-minute topics and get out of here and whatnot, let me know. But I'll be back soon, man. I appreciate y'all. And as always, sorry is true.